Would you like to know how to make these beautiful origami sleeves? Continue watching this video to the end. This is Joydala Fashion Guide. You're welcome back to my channel. This is Joydala Fashion Guide. I am G-Joy. In today's video, we are going to be drafting a special sleeve known as Origami Sleeve. I stumbled into it on YouTube while I was looking for a special sleeve to sew for my bustier gown, for my bustier top. So as a very special, I'll be teaching you how to draft it and how to cut it, okay? And also I'll show you how you can cut it on your fabric. Have you subscribed to this channel yet, or you are just passing by? Well, before you continue watching this video, kindly click on the subscribe button so that you'll be notified each time I make a new video. Let's get right in. So I'll be using this pattern paper for my drafting. The length of this paper is 9 inches and the width is 9.5. So first of all, I'm going to mark out the cap height. I marked out 4 inches, and then in a circular form, first of all, just determine where my armhole length will get to. My armhole length is 10 inches. Okay, my armhole length will get to this place. Okay, so just checking for my, okay, so here is where I have a thing. Just watch what I'm doing. Start cutting like that, you open it up and roll the middle. Now you're going to determine the wideness that you want. I use 2 inches. This is how wide the plate will be. So just watch what I'm doing. I've marked 2 inches interval here. I'm also going to mark 2 inches here as well. I'll repeat the same thing this way. So using my ruler, I'm going to connect these lines. To the middle. For this side, I'll make it to cross. Make it go through the second and enter into the next, into the one here. This will also go through and connect to this one here. And then last but not the least, we'll cross through like this. So I'll just use the marker to highlight what I've done. First, you need the middle. You determine the interval. I'm using 2 inches. You also determine the interval here, 2 inches. I'm also using 2 inches here. So I connect. First of all, the ones on my right hand, I'll just make them to mix up with the middle. and then the ones on my left will cross into the right. So I'm going to label this. I'll label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you like, you can call here 0. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what I have so far. I'm going to cut through this line. I will not cut to the ends. I'll leave 1/8 at the end. We are going to slash and spread it. I'll start from this last one. You can name number here as 7. And then 8. So I'll cut here. I'll cut through here. Next one I'll cut through here. In an alternating form, I'll be alternating. So you need a masking tape for this project. After you have slashed like this is what you should have. Okay. So the next thing is to take another paper that is wider than this. So you place it, you get another wider paper and place this cutter on it. Okay, making sure that the numbering is facing you. So that's why it's good to number before you begin. And then we are going to spread it. We are going to determine the interval. So the interval is according to how much fabric you have. You can decide to make it 2 inches. You can decide to do 1.5, or you can make yours 1 inch. Okay, so it depends on how much fabric that you have. So I'm going to be using 1 inch. So just watch me closely. The gap between this 8 and 6 should be 1 inch, like this. And then I take this one down. You get your masking tape ready. Then the gap between 6 and 4 should also be 1 inch. Just continue for all of them. So make sure this one is standing straight like this. If you like, you can roll that point. That becomes your midpoint that all of them is going to connect. this last one, you can decide to use 1.5. Or still maintain the 1 inch. So if you have something like this, so I'm going to readjust this side. I'm going to readjust this side, making sure that they're 1 inch. So this is what I have after taking it down. So the next thing now is to cut it out. So you just want to cut it like this. So we also cut here like this, to be on the safe side. You can just add some small inches on top. So this is what we are cutting out. Don't over trim this down part. You can always trim it later. So this is what you are going to place on your fabric to cut your fabric. But I'll just quickly show you how to plait it. So in between these spaces, you want to get their middle, their midpoint. That's in between. Get their midpoint. I'm just using my eye gauge. In between. So the next thing is to plait it. So I've just gone ahead to press them so that it will be easy for me to move them. We want to close up the excesses. Okay, so we'll be starting from 1. From this number 1, we bring number 1 towards the 0 like this. Okay, then if you like, you can stitch here down. Okay, you stitch here. You stitch here. And then after taking number 1, the next one is number 2. So that is the excess of numbering. You bring number 2 this way. Still using that this as a guide. Make sure that they are together like this. So you can also stitch here down. You can also stitch here. So you can stitch here, you can stitch here. Okay, so let's just continue with bring number 2 like this. So after number 2, you bring number 3 like this. Okay, and then you bring number 4 like this. Then you bring number 5. You bring number 6. You bring number 7. And then you bring number 8. So this is how you are going to pleat it. This is how the sleeve will be at the end of the day. But we are not going to leave this upper pattern on it. So that is just to show you how we are going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to be removing this pattern. But before I do that, I'll just create some markings so that I will know where I'm going to be joining. Just put markings. Please use your chalk to do this on your fabric. Don't use marker pen. You use your chalk. Then also, you can also label. Just use your chalk to put the numbers. Okay, so that you don't get confused. This is number 5. This is number 3. This is 0. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll just use this marker. But on your fabric, use your tailor's chalk. 5, 7, 5, 3, 0. Then this is 1. So I'll just continue to the end. So this is what it looks like after removing it. Okay, so let's split it now. Still put your paper as a guide. Remember, 1 is coming towards 0 like this. Okay, 1 is coming towards 0 like this. So this was that midpoint. Okay, and then the next one was 2. 2. So after 1, we have 2, then 3 like this. Then the next one is 4. This is 4, and then 5. The next is 6. Taking note of where the mark is, so you guys are supposed to stop. This is supposed to stop here, so that was the essence of marking it. So we have 6, and then 7, and then we have 8, and then 8. So on your fabric, make this number 7, make it to be a bit long so that it can get to this mark. So I will advise you to add some extra inches at this down part. Okay, so you are going to have something like this. So make this long so that it can cover up. It can cover up like this. Okay, so let me just do it like this. So this is what you are going to have at the end of the day. This is origami sleeve. This is our sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? I'm using this fabric to make mine, and I'll be using this as the lining. So, and then this down part that is now left, you can use your fabric like a bias, or you can use cotton bias. You sew from the down and then you cover this place up, or if you like, you can put the lining on top first. You can put the lining on top, sew the down part, and then turn the lining inside. Turn the lining inside like this. Okay, you can top stitch on the lining so that it doesn't keep moving. So after you have top stitch, you turn it inside. The lining will now be at the down, and then you stitch both of them together so that they will not be moving. Okay, so this is our origami sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? So this is it. So this is what our pattern looks like. So I've cut out the fabric. This is what it looks like. So after pleating it, I will also show you. So you spread it out. The one that you've already slashed, you spread it out to cut the pattern. And then this sample, your initial sleeve pattern, you use it to cut out the lining. So this is how the lining will be the shape of this. Okay, so after pleating this, I'll show it to you, and then I'll show you how to place the lining. So this is what we have. This for the left side, this is for the right side. Okay, I have gone ahead to reshape the pattern so that when I'm through, I will reshape the sleeve so it can fit into my dress. Once your pattern is ready like this, the next thing is to iron it before you proceed to sew. Iron it, iron down these lines. You also iron it from the back like this. So this is what we have. I've used the basic sleeve pattern for my size to cut this out. Okay, I have this, and then I've gone ahead to secure it by sewing so that it doesn't keep moving. So they are in place now. And this is for the circle sleeve. I've done same here. I've stitched to keep the pleats in place. And then I've also got to cut out the lining. I don't have the blue lining to match up with the other bodies, but I'm going to use this. So this is the lining. And then I want mine to have like a small band, so I'll be using this for the band. So just go ahead and use your lining to turn. Okay, at the end of the day, this is what it's going to be like. with the band in place. Like this. So it's going to be like this. So I'll just go ahead and close up the side. I'm going to use the lining to turn the upper side because there is no weaving machine here or overlocking machine here, so I want it to be neat. I'll just use 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and this is what our sleeve looks like after sewing. This is the inside. After which, just go ahead and complete it, take a measurement, and you'll have something like this. So let me fasten. So give it a try and tell me what you think. So we have come to the end of this video. This is origami sleeve. I hope you like this tutorial. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button so that you'll be notified each time I make special videos like this. Until next time again, I remain G Joy.